are some of y'all goals? Anybody want to be in the NFL? Yeah. What's that? In high school, get a 3.5. All right, that's what's up. Any other goals?
Complete in college.
What's that?
Complete in college.
Complete in college? Okay. Some more goals. Nobody else? Yes, sir. Graduate high school. All right, well, I asked about goals because I was thinking it was going to be somebody that wanted to get to the NFL here. Anybody want to be in the NFL? All right, all these hands raised, you got 3 guys in the NFL right in front of you. I know if I was in this position where y'all are sitting, I'd be asking some questions because I'm trying to get ahead of the crew. Everybody doesn't have this opportunity. I'll say this is my 7th year in the league, and every off season, I look forward to that off time, but it's really not off time because you always got to stay in shape. You're always working on your craft. You're always trying to get better. But normally we get off, whether it's no playoffs or playoffs. If it's no playoffs, January. If it's playoffs, February, and we have to report back in April. So you're on your own. You do what you want to do. You handle your business, but make sure when you come back in April, you're ready to play. You know, you can't come back and, you know, be eating the whole time, not working out, not making sure that you're keeping up with your body, because that's just going to put you on the back end. That's going to put you behind the curve. Well, a couple weeks ago, that shows that you guys know how to deal with adversity. You guys know how to finish, and you don't just do that by yourselves. You have a coach that, you know, has a plan, and the players usually follow that plan and execute. And you got to have resolve to do that. I've been playing football a long time, and now we're still working on that. You know, we had a game last week where we thought we could win it. We came down to the 3rd, 4th quarter, and we didn't. So we still are trying to bounce back. We're still trying to figure out ways to win consistently. And guys, I will say one thing. I've had coaches that I appreciate throughout my career. I appreciate them I look up to them. They made a huge impact on my life, a positive impact on my life, and I'm glad that you got one of them here. I've been hearing only good things, and I know that as a team, y'all are making the most out of it. So keep on doing well, not only on the field, but in the school too. Like you said, we got some awards to pass out. We'll do that after.
Brandon Ross, safety of the Oakland Raiders, Meadowbrook High School in Richmond, Virginia. It was great. We went to the playoffs 3 out of 4 years. I was there my sophomore year. I won a state championship, so it was a great experience. I got pulled up from JV, so I had to come in, play my role, practicing special teams. Then when my number got called in the game, just go out and execute my job and make sure that I made the most of my opportunity. It was very humbling. You know, I was on the team with, I believe, 25 seniors or something to that number, so it was very humbling. Yet it was a blessing because I got to learn the game at that level at the time. So it was humbling more so, but also a blessing. I went to Meadowbrook High School, home of the Monarchs. Our rivals was Lloyd C. Bird and Thomasdale. And my first start on varsity, my junior year, I had 2 interceptions against Thomasdale and won the game 14-0 in the rain. It's a tough watching the news and seeing what these kids might have to go through each and every day. So for me, I just try to be a positive light in the community and give them something to reach for, because, you know, if I can do it, they can do it. The higher your grades are, the easier it is to get into school, no matter if you can play or not. So I would say, you know, aim high off the field first, and everything on the field will take care of itself.
To go along with that, I'll say that what Schultz said earlier, you know, setting some priorities and understanding that, you know, you got to give up some things and the process that it took to get here. Now that we're here, I won't say the work stopped, but it got more critical. Like, we're not just playing for ourselves anymore. I'm not just playing because I love the game now. Like he said, we got family. We got family that we got to take care of, and that pressure lies on us. And I mean, I came from a spot where I knew daggone well my parents weren't going to be able to pay for my college tenure. I saw the first bill in college, and I want to say that semester it was like 20-something thousand. And I was like, ain't no way they were paying this. So that pushed me even further to leave it all out on the field, whether I was playing baseball, basketball, track, whatever it was, I was just going all out. And once I got to college, it was one of those things where I had to set priorities, and I had to understand that, hey, this is what it took to get here. All the females, all the drinking, all the smoking, all the partying, whatever. I had to leave that alone, because all that's going to do is stop me from reaching my goals, and that's to get to the NFL. Now that we're here, I still got to leave that alone and understand that I got to continue to stay focused. So it's a lot of things that we can fall into that all of us, we got to put it to the side.
I kind of got motivated to talk about something else today. I know when y'all coach mentioned the awards, man, it was about 15 of y'all that just sucked y'all teeth when he said highest GPA. I know when I was y'all's age too, man, I hated school. Like I hated. My mom was a teacher. I hated that I had to come home every day to a teacher. So I understand what y'all going through, man. I'm not gonna sit over here and belabor y'all on the same thing everybody else been telling you. Like, you gotta do it. Like, hard work, you gotta do it. You feel me? I hated running too. I used to run track. I hated track. My papa made me run track so I could get better at football. Just growing up, man, as young men, you feel me, trying to become a better man, you gotta do stuff that y'all don't like to do. That's just life. You feel me? So if y'all wanna get, I don't know how many of y'all wanna play ball, you feel me? I don't know what some of y'all's dreams and aspirations are, you feel me? But along that way, you're gonna have to do stuff that you don't like to do. You have to do stuff that you hate, you feel me? So I'm just letting y'all know, man, don't suck your teeth. You need to, like Usama said, man, y'all's 14-12 victory shows that y'all know how to deal with adversity. Schoolwork can be adversity. It's good for you, but you know, the way we take it sometimes, it can be adverse. So just to let y'all know, man, y'all gotta deal with that.
Of intensity in practice. I learned that early on. My first year playing organized football, I was 9 years old, 10 years old, and my dad, he told me, whatever position the coach puts you at, you get out there and give it your all. And I already had a lot of anger built up in me. I got 5 older brothers, and they beat me up every now and then. And getting in fights with them, now I got somebody right across from me that I can whoop up on and not get in trouble for it. I played fullback and middle linebacker, and I went all out in practice. And come game time, a lot of the guys that did, complain about me going all out from my year 9 years old to 17 in high school, guys understood why I went all out, because I was building those habits for Saturdays or Friday nights whenever we played. I was going all out and I was knocking folks' heads off. And I did it with a smile on my face. So it was just one of those things that getting intense or doing it Monday through Thursday, whatever days you practice, is building those habits and making your teammates better, because that's what they're going to see on the other side. And it's making you better because it's pushing you to the limit. Every time we did wind sprints, every time we did a play, I was going all out. And it was, it was just in me. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I love to do. And that was whether I was on the football field or on the track. I was just going all out, and it helped me once I got to college. The intensity level picked up. Guys were more talented, and I didn't have to change the way I practiced. I didn't have to change the way I played, because I was always doing it. So that's something that you can constantly work on to build those habits. Whether you're in practice, whether you're doing individual drills, your backpedaling drills, whatever, you go all out doing it, because that's how it's going to be, full speed ahead on game day.
I mean, seriously, you get February and March, but you get February to heal, and March to maybe travel or relax, but then you're right back into April. So it's an all year round thing. It's a constant job. Just because we're not here doesn't mean that we're not working. We're always working on getting better and perfecting our craft.
Since the 70s, and I was just like, let's do it. The work doesn't stop now. So I got into mini camp in New Orleans, and I was almost starstruck. you know, I'm lining up against Drew Brees on the regular. I just finished watching the highlight tape of Reggie Bush at USC, and I'm lining up against Colston and, you know, Deuce McAllister, guys that I knew I'd be playing against, but it was different in practice. And I said, man, I got to get the starstruck. I got to get that out of my head, because if I look at them like they're this high, they're just going to run all over me. So immediately I picked up on that and understood that, hey, I'm in this league and I belong in this league, and I had that mindset that I'm going to stay in this league. So working out, stretching, making sure that I took care of my body became a priority for me. Earlier on, I didn't have to stretch, or I didn't even think about stretching before I played. I could get out on the field in high school and just run and go at it. After a few years in the league, your body starts to get a little banged up, and like I said, your body becomes your priority, because without it, you're not going to survive too long. Anybody know the average career lifespan for an NFL player? Yes, sir. Got 5 years, and get another.
Well, you mean like age, right?
Nah. How long
do they last?
on average does a guy play in the NFL? 10. All right. You got any more guesses? 20 years? Who you know played 20 years in the NFL? All right. In the NFL, on average, approximately 3 years. On average. So guys playing the league for about 3 years. And I looked at that early on and I said, man, I gotta have a backup plan. But before I get to that backup plan, I gotta make sure that I'm taking care of myself. So all the massages and the treatments and everything, that came after I got into the league. But I saw several guys whose careers lasted days, weeks, months, not even years. Then you got some guys that do make it to 20, and that's definitely a dime a dozen. You don't get too many of those careers that last that long. Me being at 7, I of course, it's the grace of God. I've been blessed, and I mean, I'm trying to continue on. And these are some of the young guys that push me to get better, because they got fresh legs. They come on the scene and they moving, and I got to keep up with them. So it's a constant, not struggle, but a constant job to just maintain your legs, maintain your body.
Raiders, my hero. Born and raised in LA. Y'all ever heard of it? It's called a place called Compton. Hard streets. I grew up a little bit the knuckle way, the hard-headed side. I used to root for you guys back when y'all was still in LA. Now that I'm up here, y'all are up here, I love it. I love it. You said adversity, overcoming the odds, schoolwork, out there in them streets. People actually look at us and they go, oh my God, how many people have you shot? How many people have died? And I tell them, right now that the war is over, it's easier for you to die in the streets of Oakland than it is out there. But nobody looks at all the options that they got. Stay in school. Do what you gotta do, even if it hurts. Even if you don't like it. Overcome that adversity. Because they'll tell you, there's a whole lot of young men that want to play ball professionally, and a whole lot of them don't make it. Keep your eye on the prize. Do what you can do. Be multi-talented. Because you don't ever know what one thing, maybe running track, is what's going to help you do something else in your life. Again, congratulations to you guys. I've been following you guys. I've been seeing some of you over at the high school NFL player development. Okay? Keep going, guys. You guys deserve this one, so to you.
Definitely important, because the crowd and the players get off your energy, so you're there to support your guys and your school in your case. So it's definitely important to remain upbeat, because the crowd's going to react to how professional it is.
I see you on TV the other day. I was like, oh, Lady Jackson's so good.
Were we keeping the energy up?
Yeah.
We're constantly, we're dead, we're done at the end of the day.
Oh, they happy and they lose.
We're out there till 7. We get there at 7:30 in the morning, practice for a couple hours, go in.
Can you show us when you're here?
We're good.
We'll show you one. Yeah, we'll show you guys.
cheers. We have full on like dances, kicks and leaves and turns.
Okay, just give me like 10 seconds.
Sorry, we were annoying.
Can I chime in real quick? My name is Usama Young. I'm here with my teammates,
Brandon Ross, Shelton Johnson.
and I wanted to tell y'all, just like they said, even when we are down, they pump up the crowd. They pump up the crowd. Everybody's cheering, everybody's yelling, everyone's screaming, and that keeps the energy going on the field. Even when we come out of the tunnel, we see them out there supporting us, cheering for us, and yeah, it's a major help. So be into it, cheer on the team, keep them into it, and keep the crowd into it, because that's major.